Good day, my schoolers. This is my school channel and my name is Abiola. Do not forget, in this channel we are solving the JAMB CBT past question for the subject mathematics the year 2014. Do not go anywhere. Stay with us and we'll be right back. Welcome back to my school channel, and in this video segment we are solving questions 32 to 47. Let's begin with question 32. Evaluate sine 2x dx. Recall this sign. Alright, so all we need to do is just to go to our whiteboard and provide solution to this question. So remember, this represents our u 2x, right? So when we differentiate this, that will be du dx. Okay, from the chain rule will be 2. Alright, so that implies that dx times 2 equals du. Remember when this moves? Right, so that means dividing both sides by 2, that implies that dx equals du over 2 or 1 over 2 of du, whatever thing we want to use. Okay, so we can now see that our dx has a value of half du. Okay, so I can say this as sine 2x dot half du, isn't it? So remember that 2x is being represented by u, so this implies that sine u, right, dot half du, isn't it? So I would have half into brackets. When we integrate sine x, we are going to get minus cos x. Definitely when we integrate sine u, we are going to get minus cos u, isn't it? This is the chain rule that we are using here. So we have half into brackets minus cos. What's our u? 2x, isn't it? So if I open up the brackets, I would have minus half, right, cos 2x plus your constant. Okay, I can use k, I can use c. So based on the options provided, I'm using k. So let's go back to the screen to select the correct option. Minus half cos 2x plus k. Where do we find that? We find that in option C. So option C is your correct option. 33. Evaluate, we have this 2x plus 3 raised to power 1 over 2 dx. Okay, so the first thing we did is to replicate this question on our whiteboard. Okay, this is our solution platform. So let's begin. So recall this is u, right? 2x plus 3. When I differentiate this, okay, what I should have is, remember this turns to 0, this is turns to 2. So du dx equals 2, right? So that means dx times 2 equals du. Alright, so what do? Divide both sides by 2. So that implies that dx equals half du, or du over 2, whatever thing we want to use. Okay, so I can replace this like this. So this tells me that I have 2x plus 3, right, raised to power half, isn't it? Then dx is gotten as 1 over 2 du, isn't it? Okay, so remember that this has been replaced by the letter u, so I have u raised to power half. Okay, remember if we integrate this, so let's integrate this specially. This is what we still have here, right? So let's integrate this. This is, so that will be u, right? Remember in integration, plus half. 1 over 2 plus 1, that will give you 1 and a half, or 3 over 2. So I have u raised to power 3 over 2 all over 3 over 2. Okay, that implies u, right, raised to power 3 over 2 and 2 over 3, isn't it? So integrating this gives us this. So wherever I see this, I'll replace it with this here. Okay, so instead of me writing 1 u raised to power half dot this, we have already integrated, so I will be writing 2 over 3, right, u raised to power 3 over 2 times half, isn't it? So that will be, so we bring it here, I'll be half times 2 over 3, right, into brackets u raised to power 3 over 2. Okay, so 2 strikes out 2, so I have 1 over 3. Okay, so please take your time to replay this video, okay, so that you can follow the steps. So I want to rub off a part so that we can transfer the values we have here to a more clearer position. Okay, so remember I have 1 over 3. 1 times 1 we have 1, right? 1 times 3 we have 3. So I have 1 over 3 into brackets. What is our u? Our u is being replaced by 2x plus 3. Okay, let me rewrite this for clarity. It's 2x plus 3, right? Okay, then we have it here. 3 over 2, right? So I can write this. Let me write it again. X plus 3 all raised to power 3 over 2. So this is our answer. 1 over 3 into brackets 2x plus 3 raised to power 3 over 2. So let's go back to the screen to secure the correct option. 1 over 3 into bracket 2x plus 3 raised to power 3 over 2 plus your constant k. So the correct option here is option C. 34. The mean of 2 minus t, 4 plus t, 3 minus 2t, 2 plus t, and t minus 1 is what? Okay, you just have to put these values together in addition, then their average. Their number, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all of this over 5. Okay, so now let's collect like terms. Remember the plus sign. Okay, so we have 2 plus 4, that is 6. Plus 3, that is 9, right? Plus 2, that is 11. Minus 1, that is 10. All right, so we have minus t plus t. Okay, that is 0. So we have minus 2t plus t, that is minus t. So minus t plus t, that is 0. Or you can take it this way, t plus t, that is 2t, minus 2t, that is 0. So that means t is eliminated. So we have 10 over 5. So the mean of this value is what? 2. Let's go back to the screen to see if we can find option that carries the value 2. So which of the options? Option C is the correct answer. 35. We have values against frequency, so we are asked to find the mode of the distribution above. All right, so when you're talking about mode, you can refer to a value that has the highest frequency. So which of the values here has the highest frequency? At first indicates the highest frequency, that is 9. So which of the values has the frequency 9? That value is 4. So the mode is 4. Option D is the correct option. Number 36. So we're asked to find the median of these values, okay? All you need to do is to rearrange these values, okay? Starting from 1 to the highest, which is 10. Okay, so when you do that, at first let's count the numbers that we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have 15 numbers. So if we rearrange them properly, okay, starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, up to 10, all right, the median is the value 5. So the correct option here is option B. Kindly use the link in the description below to get any of the Myschool tools, either for your Android devices or for your laptop. All you need to do is to click on that link. It's going to move you to the Myschool website where you can get any of these tools. All right, so join me as we solve question 37. So we're asked to find the standard deviations of this number 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the first thing I did is to prepare a table, all right, that carries the formula for standard deviation. Okay, so for this set of values given, your standard deviation, okay, SD rather, this is sigma sign, which is for summation. We're still going to use it, okay, because the square root of this, all right, over the total number of frequency, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we just have the values rather, they are just 5 in number. Okay, so how do we go about this? At first, these are the values we are given: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. we have to find the mean. Okay, what's the mean? 5 plus 4, that is 3. 3 plus 3, that is 5 plus 4, that is 9 rather. 9 plus 3, that is 12. Okay, 12 plus 2, that is 14. 14 plus 1, right, that is 15. So how many values do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 15 divided by 5, that is 3. So we can see that the mean is gotten as 3. All right, so this represents that this value x minus the mean. Okay, so let me just use this sign. Let it all be well borrowed. So 5 minus the mean, which is 3, that is 2, right? 4 minus 3, that is 1. 3 minus 3, that is 0. Okay, 2 minus 3, that is minus 1. 1 minus 3, that gives us minus 2, rather. Okay, so we have this. So we now have this square, the square of the values we have here. 2 raised to power 2, we have 4. 1 raised to power 2, we have 1. 0 raised to power 2, we have 0. Minus 1 raised to power 2, that is 1. How do I know that? Minus 1 times minus 1, minus times minus, that is plus. 1 times 1, 1. Minus 2 raised to power 2, that is 4. Okay, so we will now find the summation of everything we have here. 4 plus 1, that is 5, plus 0, that is 5, plus 1, that is 6, plus 4, that is 10. So we can see that. So we can slot it in here. So we have equals square root of 10 over the number of values we have, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are 5. So 5 here 1, 5 here 2. So the standard deviation is the square root of 2, or 1.4, whatever thing we want to put. So let's look for the square root of 2 in the options provided. Okay, so scan through the options provided and you will find root 2 in option A. So option A is very correct. We believe you are enjoying this content, so do not forget to hit that like button. Also click on the subscribe button and always tap on bell notifications so you can get alert immediately we upload the next video clip just for you. 38. In how many ways can a team of 3 girls be selected from 7 girls? Okay, so remember we have permutation, we have combination. Permutation is about arrangement, combination is about selection, at least. So we are told that how can we select 3 girls from 7 girls? That's 7, right? So that will be 7 factorial over 3 factorial. 7 minus 3 factorial, that is 4 factorial. So you can say 7 factorial is 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 factorial. I'm stopping at 4 factorial because we have 4 factorial underneath. So instead of we expanding this, okay, we'll just stop here so that we can have a shorter route in tackling this question, right? 3 factorial is 3 times 2 times 1. 3 times 2 is 6, 6 times 1 is 6. So this is 6, this is 6. So this strikes out this. So I'm left with 7 times 5, that is 35. So that means we are talking about 35 ways. So there are 35 ways to select 3 girls from 7 girls. So let's go back to the screen to see if we can select the correct option. So looking through the options provided, we can see they made it simpler. All right, so this is our answer, 7 factorial over 3 factorial, 4 factorial. If we simplify further, then we have 35 ways. So this is the correct option. 39. So we have numbers against frequency. We have these numbers, then we have this frequency. So we're told the table above represents the outcome of throwing a die 100 times. Okay, so what is the probability of obtaining at least a 4? Okay, so a die has been thrown 100 times. So all of it is over 100, right? So we're asked to find what the probability of obtaining at least a 4, that is starting from a 4. So how many times did a 4 come up? We have 16 times. How many times did a 5 came up? We have 10. 16 plus 10, that is 26. 26 plus 14, all right, that is 40. So 40 over the number of times that the die is thrown, that is 40 over 100, okay? 40 over 100 is 2 over 5, if you do your simple division. So the correct option here is option C, 2 over 5. 40 A number is chosen at random from 10 to 30, both inclusive. Okay, so what is the probability that a number is divisible by 3? So we are looking for numbers that can be divided by 3 without a remainder. So we are told that 10 and 30 is inclusive. So let's count, all right? So we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, all right? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, right? 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, all right? Then 30. Okay, so you can see we've counted 21 numbers. So the total number of outcomes is 21. So how many of these numbers can be divided or they are divisible by 3? So now let's start searching from 10. We have 12, right? We have 15, we have 18, we have 21, right? We have 24, we have 27, we have 30. Okay, so how many have we counted? We've counted 7. So 7 out of 21 numbers divisible by 3. So that is 7 over 21. That is 1 over 3. So which of the options carry 1 over 3? That is option C. So option C again is the correct option. Question 41. So we have this Venn diagram. Okay, so from the Venn diagram above, the shaded part represents what? Okay, so this is actually, okay, let's just point it out. We can see here, this is for P, this is for Q, and this is for R. So when you take note of this, you see that P intersects Q here. All right, take note of that. Then we also have, look at P, then look at R. P intersects R here. So we have P intersects Q and P intersects R. So which of them we have it here? So you can see the other options provided do not have it in the correct order or in the correct presentation. So it should be P intersection Q, P intersection R, then this side, all of this being put together now comes out as union. Okay, so that will be the union of P intersection Q, which is here, with the union of P intersection R. So the correct option here is option A. So from the Venn diagram above, the shaded part represents what? Option A, P intersection Q union P intersection R. Number 42. In the figure above, we have KL, right, is parallel to NM. So you can see the arrow. So we are told that LN bisects KNM. All right. So if the angles KLN is 54 degrees and the angle MKN is 35 degrees, MKN is 35 degrees, calculate the size of the angle KMN. So we are looking for this. All right. So basically we can see this presentation is like two triangles somehow put into each other. Okay, so let's just pick it out. It's very easy. We are told that this is parallel to this, isn't it? So if you now check alternate angles, what we have here is 54. So definitely this side here is 54. Now take note of this. We are told that this line LN bisects this angle. So if it's bisected, that means it divided it into 2. So if the side is 54, definitely this side too is 54. Okay, so 54 plus 54, that gives us 108. Okay, so we have all of this place as 108. So just take note of that. So we are asked to calculate the size of the angle KMN. KMN. So we are looking for this. So look at the triangle we have here now. So you can see. So we already have this as 108. 108 plus 135. Okay, that should give you 143. So you can see some of angles in the triangle is what? 180. So this is the triangle we are looking at once again. So we have 108, we have 35. That is 143 taken away from 180. Okay, that will give us the remaining angle here, and that is 37. So the correct option here is option C for 37 degrees. Do click on the link in the description below. It's going to make you travel into the Myschool website where you can ask your questions right now. So all you need to do is to ask those questions, and in a short moment our solution providers are going to help you out. So what's stopping you? So join me as we solve the next question. Okay, from the figure above, what is the value of P? So we're asked to find P. This is very easy. Whatever thing you have here is the same thing you have here. Whatever thing you have here is the same thing you have here. Okay, so simple. So if here is 30, definitely here is 30. That means our Q is gotten as 30. All right, so look at this. Angle on a straight line is what? 180. So you can say this is a straight line here. It's facing downwards. This is another straight line as well, facing here. Even this too is also facing like this. So we are working on this. We are asked to look for P. So we are working on this straight line here that is facing downwards. All right, so it's been divided by this. Okay, it's been split into two by this. So we have this angle to this place and this. So we already gotten here as 30. So we can determine our Q as 30. So that will be 30, okay, for this line. This is 30 already. So 2 times 30, that is 60. So 60 plus 30, that is 90, right? 90 plus P equals 180. So if you send the 90 out, that will be 180 minus 90. That tells you that P equals 90 degrees. So the value of P is 90 degrees. Like I said earlier, whatever thing you have is the same thing that is being subtended here. Whatever thing you have is the same thing here. Can we prove that P is 90, okay, and Q is 30? So 2 times 30, that is 60, plus 90, all right, that is 150. That means here 2 will be 150, right? So let's now see if all of this put together will give us 360. So we have 150 plus 150, that is 300. 300 plus 30, 330. Remember I said whatever you have here is the same thing you're going to have here. So we have 330 plus 30, that is 360. All right, super easy. So the correct option, which is the value of P that we are asked to find, is option B, 490. Going through these video clips, you may have better explanations or contributions you'd like to make. Please, we are so interested. All you need to do, use that comment section below, indicate the question number and the explanations you'd like to share. Number 44. So we have this question before us. Find the value of X in the figure above. Okay, so all we just need to do is just to take simple approaches. So we have all of this given to us. So the first thing we can just do is to determine where the hypotenuse, the adjacent, and the opposite. Okay, so you can see this is a right angle triangle. All right, so this makes for our adjacent. All right, the hypotenuse always the longest side, and this is the opposite. So we are asked to find X. So X falls to the adjacent side. Okay, so you may ask, what do we have to do or what do we need to do? You can just look for which of these, all of these values or metrics given, okay, which of them has adjacent in it. So let's go through them. We have we have car, and we have tar. So you can say this is opposite hypotenuse. We are looking for adjacent. We have this. We have adjacent and hypotenuse. We're not giving value for hypotenuse. We're not giving value for adjacent. So this invalidates cosine. Okay, so let's look at tan. For tan, we are giving opposite as 10. Then we are looking for adjacent. Then we also have the angle, which is 30. Okay, so we are using tan theta equals opposite over adjacent. All right, so we are looking for adjacent X. So that is adjacent equals opposite, right, over tan theta. Because when this comes here, you divide both sides by tan theta, you have this. Okay, so our adjacent is X equals, what is the opposite? Opposite is gotten as 10. Tan theta, the theta is what? Angle 30. Okay, so we've gotten, that will be 10 divided by, tan 30 is 1 over root 3. All right, if you bring it to short form. Okay, remember root 3 is 1.7, thereabout. So we would have 10 over 1, right, times root 3 over 1. Isn't it? So 10 times root 3 would have 10 root 3. Okay, so basically we should have 10 root 3. Okay, so depending on what we are given, if we scan through the options, let's see if we have this value. If I ask to go further, like I said, root 3 is about 1.7 thereabouts. So that will be 10 times 1.7. That should be roughly That should be yes. 10 times 1.7, that should be roughly 17. Okay, put together. So let's just go back to the options and see which of them is provided, either 10 root 3 or somewhat around 17 or thereabouts. So join me as we go back to the screen to point out the correct option. So look through the options provided, you will find the correct option in option B. So option B, 10 root 3 is the correct option. Question 45. So in the figure above, what is the equation of the line that passes through y-axis 0, 5 and passes through the x-axis 5, 0? So we have 0, 5 and 5, 0. So that implies x1, y1, right? Because 0 and 5, okay? x2, y2, we have it as 5, 0. Okay, so at first, let's tap out the slope. Remember, slope or gradient we want to use equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So what is our y2? This is our y2, right? That is 0 minus our y1, that is 5, over x2, right? 5 minus x1, that is 0. So 0 minus 5, we have minus 5 over 5 minus 0, that is 5. So our slope m is giving us what? Minus 1. So remember for the point slope now, what we'll be using will be this formula. Y minus y1 m into brackets x minus x1. Okay, so let's just lot it in. We have y minus, the y1, remember, that is 5. The slope is gotten as minus 1 into brackets x minus x1. What is x1? That is 0. So x minus 0 is still x. X times minus 1, that is still minus x. So if I collect like terms, or probably, let me say, okay, well, we are going to make y the subject, right? So let me send this 5 outside. So from the left-hand side to the right-hand side, it becomes positive. So the equation we are going to have is minus x plus 5. This is what we are looking for. Y equals minus x plus 5. So join me as we go back to the screen to sort out where we can find minus x plus 5. So which of the options? Option B is very correct. Question 46. So we have this pie chart. The question reads, the pie chart above shows the monthly distribution of a man's salary on food items. That's gross. Okay, so if he spends 8,000 naira on rice, how much did he spend on yam? Okay, so we are told he spends 8,000 naira on rice. So how much is he spending on yam? Okay, so we should know that all of this pie chart, the angles put together should give us 360. So let's sum it up. 70 plus 80, that is 150. 150 plus 50, that is 200. So 200 minus 360, that is 160. So we can see that the angle slotted out for yam is 160. And that is times 2 of the angle for rice, okay? Times 2. So whatever amount he's spending on rice will be double when it comes to yam. So we can see from the question that he spends 8,000 naira on rice. That means on yam, he's spending double. That will be 8,000 times 2, that is 16,000. So the correct option here is option C for 16,000. 47. If the angle of a sector of a circle with radius 10.5 centimeter is 120 degrees, find the perimeter of the sector. Take pi as 22 over 7. So we are given the radius as 10.5, okay? Then we have the angle of the sector as 120. So we have to find perimeter of the sector. Remember, perimeter of the sector equals length of an arc plus 2r. So remember, length of an arc is theta over 360 times 2 pi r, then plus this, plus 2r. Okay, so length of an arc, then plus 2r. So we are given theta as 120 over 360, right, times 2. We are asked to take pi as 22 over 7. Then the radius is given as 10.5, okay? I can sort out 10.5 as 21 over 2, Okay, 21 divided by 2 will give you 10.5. Okay, so whichever one you want to use is okay. So 21 over 2. Okay, then plus, remember our R is 10.5. So 2 times 10.5, that is 21. All right, in case you would like to prove this. All right, 2 times 5, we have 10, 0, carry 1. 2 times 1, that is 0. 2 times 0, that is 0 plus 1, that is 1. 2 times 1, that is 2. So you can see we have 21.0. Okay, that is the logic. So let's go back to the question we are solving. So I believe by now we can do simple splits. Okay, 2 strikes out 2, right? This year 1, this year 3, isn't it? 3 year 1, 3 year, 7 year, yes, 7 year 1, 7 year 3, 3 year 1, 3 year 1. Okay, so you can see basically what we have left is 22 plus 21. So 22 plus 21 equals 2 plus 1, that is 3, 2 plus 2, that is 4. So the perimeter of the sector is 43 centimeter. So let's see if we can find 43 centimeter in the options provided. So which of the options? That's option C. So option C is the correct option. We've come to the end of this video segment, and we believe this content has been very helpful and interactive. All you need to do to be on top of your game is to always hit that like button. Also, click on the subscribe button and tap on bell notification so you can get informed immediately we upload the next video clips just for you.